Hi everyone, welcome back to Scent Wars and Good Vibes. So, a wee surprise for you. Wasn't expecting this, but from the last unboxing video, which was Cult Beauty, if you remember, we had a broken one. So we contacted customer services, and guess what? They sent us out the next one in the series, Sweet and Sophisticated. So we're going to have a look at this. That was quite fortunate, wasn't it? So obviously it comes in the same packaging. So we're going to have a look inside and see what we have. And it's upside down. The right way. Right. So here we go. Yeah. So this is. It looks like it's all this. It's the same as the other two, but they're sweet and sophisticated, like my wife. So slightly different packaging in some of these. So this first one we've got here is let's see, Wind Flowers by Creed. So have a little look inside. This is not expect. We only expected it to receive one, but we received the whole lot, which is lovely. So, Wind Flowers. This one is. How many mils do we have? This is a teeny tiny one. It says on the box. It looks like it's just a 1.5 mil. It's very, very, very small, as you can see. So let's see what it smells like. Wind Flowers. Yeah, it's very nice. Sort of a tangy flavour to it. It's very, very small, but it will be included in my next scent war, because what I've decided to do is put all these up against each other, which should be fun to see which is overall again, which is the nicest smell and which is the foulest smelling one, and then we'll try them against the air fresheners just to see what happens again. So we'll see. We'll have a good war with room fragrances versus others. So this next one, this is 7.5 mil. It's Vire free commodity milk. This is a 10. Actually, no, this is a commodity milk. This is 10 mil. Sorry. So this is this one. So we'll have a look at this one. This arrived today, by the way. It was very quick. It was every again, very, very quick as well. So we'll have a look. Incidentally, while I'm wrapping that, I'll just mention to I believe it was Jane, the Jubilant, either Jane or What's That Smell, but I think it was Jane who sent in my my Q&A question, which was which Disney, Pixar, or other films am I looking forward to this year? I believe it was. I'll be answering that question after this unboxing a little bit later on today. So look out for that. Went to London yesterday. That's why I appear a little bit tired. went to visit my family down there. In a separate video, a member of my family sadly has Alzheimer's. So I'm going to just talk a bit about my observations and try and sort of get your opinions on that, raise some awareness in a good way, because there's sometimes you have to accept these things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. So in a separate video, I'm going to just talk a little bit about it, but not for too long, just to get my feelings out in the open, in a good way, though, in a positive way. Because sometimes it's good to be positive, good vibes, which is what my channel is all about. Okay, yeah. So this is all the same packaging, just slightly different scents. So that's what that one looks like. So let's see what this one smells like. That's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Commodity milk is for this. Um, it's let's see, it's eau de parfum, fragrance. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. It it's a sort of it's subtle, but it's there. You know it's there. It's very nice. That's that one. Let's turn it way up. Let's pop it back in. So that's that one. Now we have QAnd A. This one very similar to the other QAnd A in the fruit and the flowers. So all these are slightly sweeter, obviously sweet and sophisticated. That's what that looks like. That in there. This is vanilla QAnd A, and this is 1.5 mil eau de parfum. That's this one. See what this one smells like. There we go. Yeah, very sophisticated. Yeah, sweet. Yes, it is obviously vanilla. You've also got let's see, tonka, brown sugar, and amber woods, and it's musky. So you can see it actually says it inside there what's in it. Yeah, and these are all new. These are all brand new fragrances, just out. And they'll all be competing against each other in an in a up and coming scent war. Another one, so look out for that. It'll be fun. Right, this is actually the one that was in the other set in the floral, the one that broke. This is called Vira 300. That's that one. Okay, and this is a 7.5 mil. We'll give this a little smell. See what this is eau de parfum, obviously. Give this a little smell. See what it smells like. Okay. It's quite nice. Sort of syrupy flavor. Sweet, obviously. It's very nice. That one. This next one, you'll recognize the packaging from the previous two. This is Nest New York Vanilla Bourbon. So that's that one. Nest New York. Let's have a look at this. So that's what it looks like inside, like that. Nest New York. So this is vanilla. We'll give it a try. Yeah. Yeah. Sophisticated vanilla. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah. So that's sophisticated vanilla. Yeah. Vanilla bourbon. So that's that one. Next we have, let's see. This one is called Maison Margiela Paris Eau de Toilette. This is originally Afternoon Delight. So this is an extra one actually. It's warm vanilla. Yeah. So this is actually an extra one that they've added in, which is nice of them. So you can see that. So this is called warm vanilla. So we'll try this one. It's very small. I mean, I think it's about it's a 1.5 mil or something. It's tiny, very very tiny. Let's try this. Oops. Yeah, reminds me of a bit of Sarah Jardin as well. Very much like that. So that's that one. Then we have it looks like they've actually sent two of the same, I think. As extras. Let's just see. Or two slightly different. Let's have a look at this. Oh no, that's different. That one's different. Yeah, that one's slightly different. Here we are. Fugazi Vanilla Haze. That's that one. And that one is 2 mil, tiny one, Eau de Parfum. So obviously these are all testers. This is how they arrive. So it looks a bit like that. So we'll give it a go. Well, that's nice. That's nice. So it's sugary sweet. Sugary sweet vanilla. It smells a bit like vanilla ice cream. It's really nice, that one. Sweet and sophisticated. And we have a gel. And I think that's about it. For that one. So that's the next one. That was the next one in the series, the sweet and sophisticated. So you had the You had the commodity milk, 10 ml. You had the Fugazi vanilla haze. That's that one. That was a 2 ml. And you had the. This is a replica of Maison Margiela of Paris. That's that one. You had Virail 300, 2.5 ml. That was that one. You had Creed Windflowers. That was that one. You had Vanilla 28, Vanilla Orchid, Tonka, Brown Sugar, Amber Woods, and Musk by K. Ali. That one. And last but not least, Nest New York Vanilla Bourbon, which was that one. And that was another 10 ml. So, and we'll put that back together again in its original box. Like so. And that came in this box, Sweet and Sophisticated by Cult Beauty, the next in the series. That goes neatly away like that. So that's Sweet and Sophisticated by Cult Beauty. So that was that. Now my hand smells really, really lovely. Right, so as promised, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to tag on to this video, my next video, starting now, which is from I believe it was Jane, as I said at the beginning. So which are the films that I am looking forward to this year by Disney, Pixar, or other? The Toy Story 5. I don't. You know, if it's anything that's got a number at the end of it, you know what to expect. You know it's going to be more or less the same characters, but you just wonder if the storyline gets lost in translation somewhere. But I have a lot of affection for Toy Story. The original was very, very good. Tom Hanks, very good Woody, you know, and Tim Allen as Buzz. There's a couple of new characters in this one, and they've attempted to bring a different story. So we'll see how that goes. But I wouldn't venture any further than number 5, unless they've got a really, 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 really good idea. But yeah, so Toy Story 5. This next one is interesting. It's Snow White. I probably don't have to say much more about this, but I'll just get my notes. So, starring Rachel Zegler, and she was at D23. She introduced the first official trailer to Snow White. Now, the thing about this, there was a lot of controversy about it. The original was made February 23rd, 1939. That's when it came out. It was a Universal when it came out. Now it's a PG. Why? Why is it a PG when it was Universal? The only thing that's changed in it is there's no Prince Charming. The storyline is more or less the same. Then we come to this politically correct or politically incorrect or whatever it is business. The Israeli actress who plays the evil queen, Gal Gadot. Apparently, she has a lot of political views that a lot of people don't like. Maybe it's controversial, maybe it's not. Rachel got into a little bit of hot water over comments that were made on her social media. She dropped the F-bomb when she was talking. She was talking about the president, and also she came out in support of Gal. At the end, freedom of Palestine or whatever it was. But she got into hot water for all of it because the role she was playing in Snow White, it's an iconic role, and you have to get it right. You have to get it right, otherwise you can be out of popularity stakes very, very, very quickly. But the main talking point wasn't political, or was it political? The main talking point was the seven dwarfs are CGI and not real characters. Now, turn that question on its head. How would Disney himself have felt about characters being CGI and not drawn by hand? Because if CGI existed back then, which it didn't, because it's computer generated imagery, isn't it? All those brilliant animators who everything was hand drawn, page after page after page after page, all hand drawn, and you did that business. They would all have been out of a job, wouldn't they? That's my sort of, shall I go and see it or shall I not go and see it? Because I personally would have preferred it if they were live action dwarves, real people playing the characters. Because for me, with CGI, you can only take it so far, as with let me see, when Carrie Fisher died, and they had to, I mean that it was a nice tribute. They attempted to make the connection between Rogue One and A New Hope, with a different actress playing Princess Leia, and they tried to make it look like Leia. Did it work? It was all right. It was all right for carrying on the story. Did it work as far as making it look like Carrie Fisher? No. There's only one Carrie Fisher. God rest her soul. No. But hold that thought. That's the problem with CGI. You can't replicate human emotions properly unless it's a human playing the part. Simple as that. A computer cannot replicate me having different expressions. You can't replicate my voice unless it's a recording, because I'd sound daft, like anything else apart from me. I would sound silly, wouldn't I? And my facial expression, you can't. Try doing that on a computer. You can't do it. You can't do it accurately enough that it's organic, that it's natural, that it's human. You can't do it. That is why I wonder why they didn't do live action, because they offended quite a few people. They did, which is unusual for Disney. But then again, it's a business. They wanted to get it done. They wanted to get it done quickly. Um, yeah, get it done quick. Well, but yeah, yeah. Uh, it's not going to detract from the film. It's not going to prevent me going to uh prevent me watching it. But I'm not going to watch it in the cinema. I'm going to watch it on Disney Plus because I'm not paying 30 quid um to watch something that, in my opinion, shouldn't have been messed with in the first place. Um, yeah, so that's the thing. The difference between real life and CGI. It's a lot. Ooh, that's exhausting. Excuse me. I was in London yesterday, so I'm a little bit on the tired side. I'm okay. I'm okay. I wanted to get this done, so I'm okay. Yeah. So CGI is computer generated imagery, and you cannot replicate um, facial expressions properly. You just can't. You can't do it. People have tried and they failed. You can't do it. Um, but what can you do? No, I would have loved to have seen the Seven Dwarfs as real people. I would have loved to have seen it. I really would. Maybe one day they will. Maybe they'll do it one day. I hope they do. I really do. Because you'll get a far bigger draw if they're real people. Guaranteed. Then again, do you know how many people watched the trailer? Over 20 million in 24 hours. Watch the trailer. 20 million plus. Incredible. Just the trailer. Wow. So it obviously means something to somebody or a few people somewhere. Anyhow, um, so yeah, so Snow White, um, Toy Story 5, and I like the look of the Fantastic Four, the new one. I like the look of that. Um, there's not a lot of live action films at the moment. Not a lot of films that don't have CGI in them, and that to me is disappointing. Um, I would have liked to have seen more real real organic films that just acting, because a lot of the films I love don't have CGI in them. Comedy, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Um, uh, Film based on real life. They're the Jackal. The assassination or the attempted assassination of President de Gaulle. I love that film. Love it. No CGI. Let's see. That's for the same thing that they had to. Also, the films like Halloween, The Exorcist, all those sort of films. Um, they had very little CGI. They just had very primitive special effects. Um, that 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 don't involve computers, but they involve hydraulics and wire work and that sort of thing, and things coming out of people's mouths. But that's not CGI. That's real actors. Um, and it's just different camera angles. It's old school special effects. Is what it is. Old school. Not done on a computer, just old school. It's like when George Lucas made Star Wars. He just got on with it. He filmed it in Tunisia. It was old school movie making at its best, in my view. And without things like Star Wars, you wouldn't have Pixar today, and you would certainly not have Snow White or Toy Story, any of those. Um, so other things that are coming out? Am I looking forward to other things? At the moment, no. But um, that's just a couple of examples of what I'm looking forward to at the moment. But I am going to wait, I think, until Snow White comes out on Disney Plus. I think I am. My wife still hasn't watched Barbie. She's obsessed with Barbie. I bought her the DVD at Christmas, so now she can watch it anytime she wants. But I mean, I'm tempted just to watch it once, just to see what they do, what they did with it. But what was interesting about that was the leading actress, who I can't remember the name of, didn't get the Oscar. It was the supporting staff who got it. Who knew? Who knew? So anyway, that's that as far as this this video is concerned. Um, Thank you for your question, Jane. I believe it was you who sent it in. Thank you for your question. I will be doing more. So if you can think of any more questions to ask me, ask away, and we'll do another one. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing of that Sweet and Sophisticated at the beginning. And what's going to happen, because I've now got lots more scents, we will have another scent war. We'll have scents against scents, and we will have air fresheners against scents, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. I'll probably film that tomorrow. I think. I think I'll do that tomorrow because I'm pretty hungry now. I want a bit of a rest. I just wanted to get this particular video in, squeeze it in. Because we had a long trip yesterday, down to London and back to visit a close member of my family who sadly has Alzheimer's. It's quite advanced, and that's something else I'm going to talk about in another video. How I feel about it, in a good way, not in a sad way, in a good way, because we've had to accept what's happened. I won't reveal the family member for personal reasons, but I will talk about Alzheimer's and the process um, that this person went through from being perfectly fit and healthy, and then all of a sudden, this horrible disease just takes over, and you can't do anything about it. It's all about acceptance. But once you've accepted it, you just celebrate her life, um, uh, or his life, or whoever's life it may be. But that's going to be in another video, it's not going to be a sad video. It'll be just a general topical video, just to talk about my feelings, of what I observed, etc., etc. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. I hope you liked it. It was one that I wanted to do. Thank you for your question, Jane. Much appreciated. If you'd like, if anyone else is watching other than Jane, if you like what I do on my channel, it's all about good vibes, having fun. Um, I scent wars with different scents and air fresheners and things that you wouldn't normally spray around. I spray against each other and have wars. Um, Otherwise, I'll talk about anything that's good, anything that's fun, Star Wars, Disney, general things that I find funny. It has to be funny, it has to be good, has to bring good vibes. Even things like I'm going to talk about Alzheimer's, even things like that, I'm going to talk about in a positive way, in a good way. Okay. Um, because you can look at it in a positive way. You don't have to be negative about it. If you look at it in a positive way, then you'll have positive vibes about it, good vibes, in my view. Anyway, uh, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you like what I do on my channel, if you like this particular video, please give it a thumbs up. The more the merrier, and it's much appreciated from me. And I will see you in the next one. Be kind to each other. Kindness always repays kindness. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon.